Battlefield Labs is back. The Battlefield 6 open beta is sadly over. Now we gotta wait a bit until October 10th, but there's still a way to play Battlefield 6 if you sign up for Battlefield Labs. And yeah, that's still possible, so type in, signed up, maybe you'll get to join in. Of course, they are trying to use the time until October 10th to add the final polish to the game, to clean things up, so that hopefully we get a smooth and solid launch for Battlefield 6, which, after the last launches, is definitely what we all want, right? And the Battlefield Labs tests, it's about new maps, about the server browser, and yeah, a lot of people's ears perked up like that. Server browser? Kinda like meerkats popping up in the prairie. That's how I picture it right now. Server browser? Naturally, it's also about lots of balancing and so on. There was a community update about all these topics, and that's what I'll quickly summarize for you in this video. So yeah, let's go. First off, Battlefield Labs in general. For the few people who might not know it yet, though I doubt there are many, it's basically a test environment for Battlefield 6, where people can sign up and play before release, take part in tests, give feedback, and help make the game better. It's been brought back. It already existed in older Battlefield titles. Super good idea, and maybe even a reason why Battlefield 6 will launch in a way better state than previous games. Or at least better than it would without Labs. Let's get to the first thing everybody cares about, Portal and the server browser. Yeah, I kinda baited you with the server browser, sorry for that, but here's the bomb. It's not the multiplayer server browser, it's only the one in Portal that's being tested right now, or in the near future. Why it's such a big leap from a Portal server browser one to a multiplayer one, I don't know, I'm not a dev. But like we already saw in the streamer challenges like a week or two ago, there was kind of a server browser light. I already mentioned this in my last video, I'll just quickly repeat it. You could at least pick the mode and map you wanted to play. Ideally, multiple maps, so you can skip the ones you don't want. That way you won't end up playing the same 5 maps over and over and over again in a row, like it was in 2042 sometimes, and even in Delta Force. That's already a step in the right direction, I think, and like I said, even a server browser lite is still better than having none at all. So for now, there's a stripped down version in Labs for the Portal server browser, where they're testing UI, accessibility, and just making sure it all basically works. And of course stability, because it would be nice if it runs smoothly. That way, a bit later you also see the first XP farm servers pop up, like in Battlefield 2042, where people literally made servers to farm XP even without playing. Yeah, guys, we got to this point. Totally crazy, and what nonsense. Or the whole point of stuff like a battle pass is that you grind, unlock things along the way, feel good about yourself and what you just unlocked, and keep playing. Now we've gotten to the point where people don't even play anymore to unlock stuff. Wow. Anyway, no need to think about that for too long, cause it's giving me a headache. But let me know in the comments what you think about this whole XP farming thing as a whole, and especially about this not playing thing. That's totally stupid, I think. So yeah, the main thing being tested for now is the rough functionality of the browser itself. More testing, of course, will come in the next sessions. As for Portal itself, I don't really need to explain much, I think. You can customize servers, host sessions, generate codes to share it with others, and they can also launch servers with the same settings. Basically, you can build all kinds of stuff. And as we've heard and seen in the trailer, and the new trailer as well, Portal in Battlefield 6 will be way more extensive than in 2042. That means you'll probably, or almost definitely, as we've seen, have assets to actually build upon the existing maps, to create new experiences, and all sorts of crazy stuff. We'll see how far that goes, but it sounds wild and looks really awesome. Anyway, back to the main game. Focus is still on balancing weapons, balancing vehicles versus infantry, and all that good stuff. Well, maybe we'll finally get to fly some sort of Nightbird or some new jets, because I really hope those sluggish planes we've been playing so far are the bombers and not the fighters. Hopefully, but we gotta find out. They had bombs and rockets, so chances are they were bombers. Yeah, whatever. Also, destruction is being tested, server stability, gadgets, and so on. Interesting part, apparently new maps are being tested in labs too, so we'll get to play something fresh. There's this Myrak Valley, or however you call it, somewhere in Tajikistan apparently, and there's even a first picture of it I'll show here. Looks like it could be fun. A small town in the middle, open space for vehicles around it. We'll have to see how big it really is. Doesn't look as huge as Operation Firestorm or something like that. Seems a bit shrunk for a Battlefield map, judging by its proportions. Maybe around the size of Arras from Battlefield 5, or even a bit smaller. But still could be nice, at least bigger than the maps we've had so far. And in labs they're also testing Operation Firestorm for Battlefield 3, the reworked version of course. I'm super curious how that's gonna play. So yeah, it looks like the focus is slowly shifting from pure functionality to the balancing of the whole combined arms gameplay that Battlefield has always been about. Yeah, that's basically the video already. That was the summary of the community update. Sorry if you were hoping, like I was, that this would be about a multiplayer server browser. They kind of wrote it that way at first, but it turned out to be just for Portal. But what can you do? Too bad. But hope dies last, right? Like I said, they already tested their server browser Lite, so we'll probably get something in that direction, which is good news after all. I'm super hyped for Battlefield 6 and to keep making content about it. I hope you guys are really into it too. Like I said in all the videos before that, and I will say it at least 10 times more in the upcoming videos. This is a new channel, so to teach the algorithm to show my videos, please like the video, maybe drop a comment about what you think about Battlefield 6 as a whole, or this Portal server browser thing, or something else. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. That would help very, very much. And maybe recommend the video or my channel to other people. That would be great. They would probably like it. Thanks a lot and see you in the next video. Bye.